to take care of all this other stuff and not listening to the voice of God, which is what you should have been training them to do all along. Just like our kids that are in the school system. They're listening to each other, they're listening to whatever they can hear. And I'm not going to talk about music and TV programs and what have you, because even I listen to them. But just because I listen to them don't mean I got to act like it. Sometimes I just listen to them just to see what the world is doing. But that don't mean I got to act like that. That don't mean I got to wear my pants like that. That don't mean, you understand what I'm saying? That I got to wear my shoes like that or wear this. I just, you have your own identity, have your own style of things. But at the same time, while you're having your own identity, while you're having your own style, while you're having your own thought process in your own mind, never stop listening to the voice of the Lord. He will allow you to have your own style. Lord knows your character. Everybody's different. You can't be just like nobody else. Everybody's different. Lord told me, he said, I called you to the ministry to do my work. Don't let nobody tell you I didn't call you. He said, but I called your character. Your character has something to offer people. It's not just the fact that I just wanted you just so bad. I called your character. I knew everything I had placed within you. And what I have placed within you will work for me in terms of delivering my people. I'm going to send you in certain areas. So when folks sit up and do all this talking about what God ain't done, you don't know where I'm going and what I'm doing. And some places that you wouldn't even think about going because you think you're too good to go. But I don't mind going. If Lord said, go, I go. Whatever time we put on the go, I go. I ain't got no problem with it. But I have to, in order for me to go, I got to listen to him. And because I listen to him, I rise up and go where he say go. If I was listening to these voices over here, I never would get where the Lord trying to send me. They'd have me at home, saying, Lord, they ain't send me nowhere. They'd have me at home. But because I listen to the voice of the Lord, I can rise up every day. And that's what he's saying. Life can taste like candy, but now you go to fumbling with them voices, it's going to get a little sour. First they're chewing on sour balls. We ain't got to the candy part yet. God has made me a byword to everyone, a man in whose face people spit. Verse 7, my eyes have grown dim with grief. My whole frame is but a shadow. Now they start to blame God for where they are. You've been listening to these voices. More so you've been listening to the Lord. Now all of a sudden, because the voices have taken over and ruling and reigning in your life, they're telling you, good if I was you, I wouldn't do this. Good if I was you, I wouldn't. Good if I was you. You understand what I'm saying? They really have taken over. So you've done so much of what they said. You've given them everything that you got, basically. It's nothing too much left to get. Because they've pretty much gotten all that you have to offer, that you can give. They pretty much sifted you. So now you're at a point where you've been sifted and you look just like flour running through a sifter. Ain't but a few crumbs left. You understand what I'm saying? Just a few crumbs left. That's all you get. So now you want to blame God for being sifted. But if you had been over here all along, it never would have taken place. Because the more time you spend over here, the less you listening over here. See what I'm saying? And I'm not just necessarily saying spending time with God in terms of listening to the pastor, this, that, and that. Just sit yourself down just as long as you can sit there with them and listen to their problems. It's the same amount of time you can sit over here and listen for some direction. You can stay on that phone 2-3 hours with them and listen to their problem, or you can sit around with them 2-3 hours and listen to their problem, but you want to get God about 20 minutes and say, well, I done sat with him. But you done heard 3 hours of conversation over here, but 20 minutes of conversation over here. But because you got these 20 minutes, you want these 20 minutes to take you, just like almost to a reality show type life. You got to sit over here for some hours too. Just like you sitting over here for some hours. That's why this has risen in your life. listening to that. I need this and I need that. Blah, 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 blah. Now you want to blame God, he's saying. He said, but being a spirit being should cause you to check the spirit often on other people. If you say you're in the spirit, you say you're a Christian, you say you just, I got Jesus, I have accepted the Lord, this, that, and the other. But because of the spirit that you say is within you, you ought to be able to know that they're finna sift you. This ought to be something that you ought to just know. How can you hear the spirit on some things, but on other things, you all of a sudden you can't hear? You don't know what he's saying to you. You know, you just don't want to know. He said, but at the same time, the reason why you don't know is because that little episode right there for you to check the spirit on folks, that'll cause you to have to be in prayer too long. That's what I'm saying. You'd rather be talking gospel than be in prayer that long. So the Lord said, I pray about that later on. They're going to go on and give it this 30. You just lost the 30. He said to stay in prayer that long, you would know when to give and when to bless others and when not to. So the thing about it is, while you blaming God for even being sifted, he's saying, if you had been sitting over here the same amount of hours, you never would have released it, and you could have, while you was in prayer, prayed her situation up, and if it was for her to receive, she would have received it. Because God can bless you many more ways other than through my purse. See what I'm saying? Now I give according to what the Lord tells me to give. But just necessarily saying you call me on the phone and you want me to give you this and you want me to give you that, I got to pray about that thing first, because it might not be my call. Lord might be doing something in you. And he wants you to suffer. I had some suffering days where I had no money. So what's wrong with you suffering? Everybody got to go through it at some point. Why your day gonna be so easy because I'm finna just go on and give it to you this morning. Some days I don't wait on God all day. To that evening. Place closed at 5, he came in about 3 minutes to 5 with the money. See what I'm saying? Like drove me crazy all day waiting on the Lord. He didn't call you at 9 o'clock that morning when the place closed at 5. And then you go running over there to the, no, the place don't close till 5. By 5 o'clock, the Lord probably done forwarded them the money. But because you took it upon yourself to be their Savior, now you're short. And they still might get it before 5 because they done contacted more than just you. So, they go pay the bill and still got some pocket money. That's right. And you're short. You've been sifted, the Lord said. So life's still sour. It still don't taste like candy to you. It's sour. You're mad. You get a little irritated with God. It says, upright men are appalled at this. The innocent are aroused against the ungodly. Upright men are appalled at this. The innocent are aroused at the ungodly. All of a sudden, you got that set of folks that, claim they haven't been doing nothing with God. And this, that, and those are the ones that are getting up under you. Some of the ones that, they go to church, yep. They pray, yep. They do whatever, yep. Proclaim Jesus like 40 going north, yep. Sit with you and talk about all of the sinners and the wicked people and all of that. Just sit there and side with you about it, yep. And good with Christians ain't gonna, yep. It's still a wolf in sheep clothing. Lord say, I don't care how God talk they got going on. How much of God talk they got going on. He said to be led of me causes you to pretty much be always in my will with your given actions. Okay? Just because it's a Christian don't mean I still say give. Because folks have, what he just told you at the beginning, different motives. Folks just have different motives. Mom came one time, wanted to borrow some money from me. She told me her boy had a birthday and she needed $20. She needed real bad. She had forgot it was his birthday. And we Pamela need the